Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It is me, Nina. I hope you are well. Just come out the shower looking a little rough. So I've changed the Monday sessions a little. We are going to be delving into Ayurvedic lifestyle tips, practices that I'm busy doing, that we're doing in our group. And I'm hoping that these simple little weekly tips are going to help you shift things in your life so that you can improve your health, that you can improve your well-being, and that you can live more in nature, in rhythm with nature. So it doesn't mean we have to be living out on a farm like I am, or up in the woods or down by the sea. You can be wherever you are in your life, but actually just attuning to the rhythm that nature is holding for us. So the first tip that I have for you today is this idea of having a bigger, better lunch. And this seems to go against kind of like conventional ways of eating and operating, especially maybe probably in the last like 40, 50 years, where it's just become normal to have a bigger dinner, a later dinner. And the problem with that is that we are not able to digest the food properly, which means that we then struggle to fall asleep and stay asleep. So my invitation to you is taste this week to see what it feels like if you have a bigger, better lunch. So have your lunch anytime, kind of like between maybe somewhere there, whenever you're feeling that deep, good lunch. Have, again, depending on, for those of you who are me, who are still cycling, where you're on your menstrual cycle, it might just depend on where you are there as to what type of food you're eating, which we'll get into in another one. But just making sure that you have a decent amount of protein, that you've got a decent amount of vegetables. And if you are eating carbs or you're going to do carbs, make sure that you have your carbs lunchtime and not at dinner. So just shifting things around a little and testing that out. And it may mean, for those of you who are working and going out to the office and you're just used to maybe kind of like making yourself a sandwich and taking that with, or grabbing a croissant or something on the run when you're there, is you may actually just have to spend a little bit of time in the kitchen evening or morning to prepare with some curry that you can take with to work and eat that, or maybe stir fry, or maybe a wrap that you're making with a whole load of good greens in it, and something that's going to really sustain you with like a high quality fat. So again, your avocados are great. If you're making a curry, some nice coconut cream can be really useful. So finding those items that work for you and seeing how you can package them and create a bigger, better lunch for you, so that when in Ayurveda we call Agni, which is the fire, is at its highest, when the bile in your body is the most, being created the most, that it allows for that proper digestion to happen at that time of the day. And when we start doing this, and we start doing this consistently, so week after week, month after month, year after year, this is when we start to find that we set our circadian rhythm back into the natural way of being, and it just helps to improve so many aspects of our life. So it's not an easy habit to shift, the first one that I'm sharing with you, because it goes so against what we conventionally know. We all like to have the bigger dinners, the later dinners with the family together sitting around. And now I'm inviting you and asking you to shift that a little and see, can you make your lunch your biggest, your main meal, and noticing what that offers you health-wise. So that is my tip from me for you for today, for this week. And I would love to hear how it goes. Remember, this is one of the practices we do in Natural Living with Nina, the club. So if you want to fast track and streamline and really automate this habit, you want to be with people who are doing it regularly, because it becomes easier and you're not having to fight everyone else and convention in kind of like society. You're actually doing these practices with those who are doing it regularly. It is one of the things that I've been doing for probably the past 2 years, most days, and this is one of the biggest things that has definitely shifted for me, and I wish the same for you. Sending you so much love from my heart to yours. Namaste.